Solve the square root of 3x minus x plus 1 equals the cube root of x minus 1 graphically. Round solutions to the nearest hundredth. To solve this graphically then, we'll start by saying that y sub 1, which we'll enter into the calculator, would be equal to, and we would enter it as the square root of 3x minus x, and then plus 1. Then we would say y sub 2 equals the other side, and the way that we would enter this into the calculator is a little different. We would take the expression x minus 1 and put it in parentheses. And then we would use the exponent, which is the caret, and then we would write in parentheses 1/3. And so that'll show that we mean to raise it to the 1/3 power, or the cube root. So let's go enter those into the calculator. So to enter the two equations, we use the equation editor, the y equals key. For equation y sub 1, we're going to use the square root of 3x. So we press the second and the square root, which is the same as the x squared key. We enter 3 and then the x variable key and close the parentheses. So we have the square root of 3x. We're going to subtract, so the minus key, and then x for the variable key, and plus 1. That's our y sub 1 equation. To move down to y sub 2, we hit the down arrow key, and now we enter the expression x minus 1 in parentheses. So press the open parenthesis key, the x variable key, we subtract 1 and close the parenthesis key. We're going to raise that, so we use the caret or the exponent key. And now I want to enter 1/3, which I'm going to put in parentheses. So press the open parenthesis key, 1 divided by 3, close the parenthesis key. Before we graph this, let's just make sure our window is what we want, and that is set up correctly at -5, 5, 1 and -5, 5, 1. Press the graph key and watch it draw our graphs. So we see the second one coming in, and we see that they do in fact intersect. To find that point of intersection, we press the second calc, which is the same as trace key. We have choices now. Number 5 is intersect, so we press 5. It's asking us for the first curve, if that's y sub 1, and it is, so we press enter. It's asking us for the second curve that we want to use, y sub 2, and that's of course yes, so we press enter. Now it's asking us to give it a guess for where approximately the intersection is. The guess is set at x equals 0, but we can see that the intersection is beyond that. So we use the right arrow key to move the cursor along, in this particular case, the curve that's below. And when we get close enough, we can just hit the enter key and it will calculate that point of intersection. The point of intersection it gives us is x equals 2.6328903. And we could read the y, but we're only looking for the x value here. And so we were asked to round this off to the hundredth, so it would be x is approximately equal to 2.63. And now that we have where they intersect, let's write our solution, which is that x is approximately equal to, rounded off to the nearest hundredth, 2 and 63 hundredths.